Supreme TV.
Live and exclusive on Supreme TV.
Well, hello and welcome to a gorgeous afternoon here at the Zayed Cricket Stadium in Abu Dhabi. Day 6 of T10 action, and Rowan Gavaskar joins me alongside to preview what is sure to be a really crucial day of action. Rowan, we're halfway through the tournament now, so it is do or die for a number of teams to try and make those playoffs.
Yeah, I like the word used there, crucial, because it is crucial. 4 spots to get into the playoffs, and I think it's 7 teams now. I think you can say Abu Dhabi are probably out of it. They've played 4, lost 4. Really uphill battle for them. So I think it's 4 spots for 7 teams. And look, this is where it comes down. This is the business end of the tournament. Lots on the wire, lots of nerves out there. The team that holds its nerves better, we've seen that in the T10 already. The team that holds its nerve better generally tends to win. This is where it all counts now.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take a little look at the points table and see where we are standing as it comes into day 6 of the tournament. And well, as you just mentioned, Ro, the Delhi Bulls, they are undefeated at the top of the table with 3 wins. Team Abu Dhabi, it is do or die for them. And the Bangla Tigers, who we'll see in action in the second game today, it proves to be a very crucial match if they're going to stay in touch.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you back then. Which team were you talking about?
Oh, the Bangla Tigers.
Oh, the Bangla Tigers. They have to. But I mean, look at where they are on the points table. It's a stage for them now where they've got to keep on racking up those wins. Very few slip-ups can be, the teams that are there at number 5, number 6, they can afford very few slip-ups. So a big game for Bangla Tigers.
Oh, and a big game as well up first. And our first of the triple header action, the Delhi Bulls. Oh, my goodness. They're taking on the Morrisville Samp Army. And one man who's been leading from the front is their captain, Rovman Powell. And Rowan, when you hit a boundary every 2.2 balls, where do you bowl to someone like this?
Look, how good is he? How good is Rovman Powell in this format? But where do you bowl to him? You bowl a wide, and you hope that the keeper fumbles and they run across, and he's at the non-striker's end. So that's how you bowl to Rovman Powell. But jokes apart, I think what a lot of bowlers should try and do is get that wide Yorker going. If it means conceding a wide or 2 in the endeavour to nail that wide Yorker, so be it. But I think you've got to try and get those wide Yorkers going to Rovman Powell, because that's the tough one to hit. But what a fabulous player he is. And he's been putting on a show not just this year, but over the last couple of years in the Abu Dhabi T10.
Yeah, 37 off 11 in that last match as well against the Bangla Tigers. They chased down that total in only 6 overs, which was fantastic for their net run rate. But one man who came back for the Chennai Braves, the talisman for them in a couple of seasons of T10 now, is Sikandar Raza.
Yeah.
And Rowan, I want to talk to you about this performance because he's come off the back of a devastating disappointment working with Zimbabwe. So to come back and put a performance like this on the board, what did you make of what he did yesterday?
Well, I thought he was brilliant, and you spoke about a devastating disappointment with Zimbabwe. Didn't qualify for the World Cup. Players like Sikandar Raza, who are world class, have that ability, need that platform, that World Cup stage to showcase their skills to the world. I remember growing up as a kid in 1987, Dave Houghton, in my opinion, scored the second best 100 of that World Cup. He got 140 odd. I remember it very clearly because it was from a Zimbabwe player, an underdog team, and he played magnificently. And that's the kind of stage that Sikandar Raza needs, because that's the kind of stage that his talent deserves.
Oh, he was absolutely brilliant yesterday for the Braves. But of course, the Delhi Bulls, they're in action against the Morrisville Samp Army up first. It's time for the toss with Mike Hazeman. Let's get out to him in the middle.
We've got the start of day 6, match number 15. I've got 2 skippers alongside me, Mo and Ali, of course, Rovman Power, and also Jukesy. David Jukes, the match referee, is with us. Righto, you got the coin, Moen? Heads is the call. Tails. Righto. What are you going to do?
We're going to bowl first.
Okay, and what's the reason for that?
Just because it's our first day game, and I think the stats have said so far that the team that bowls first wins most games, but that doesn't really count a lot. But it's just something we've been doing quite well over the last couple of games.
Now, it's an important game for you guys. You win today, you go to second spot.
Yeah, it is. They're all important now. I think we lost the first one, won the last 2, and it was nice to get on a bit of a run. But we're playing against one of the best sides in this competition, so yes, really challenging, but looking forward to it. And
on that point, I mean, do you focus on the power hitting of, say, the Rodman Powers and those? I mean, do you have plans going into the games?
Yeah. I mean, you try and plan as much as you can, but sometimes when the batters are in and they play the way they do, it's very hard to stop them no matter what sort of plans you have. But it's not just Rovman, they have real good players from the top, and they're fantastic players, so yeah, it's a great challenge.
And you guys haven't quite hit your straps. What's one area you want to improve today?
I think at the minute we're just scraping through a little bit. We're playing enough. We're getting better, certainly, but I think just batting, just getting a sort of confident start, and then throughout the middle, and then finishing it well. But it's just getting the best performance we can as a team.
And what about the team?
Team is our keeper Gausi comes back in. Unfortunately, Manu, who kept really well last game, misses out because Gausi's batting obviously is fantastic up top.
He had a great dig in the gloves, didn't he? Okay, good luck.
Thanks.
Rodman? Now, you blokes are playing superbly, but as you know, when you're top of the table, there's always a bit of a target on your back.
Yeah, definitely. It's always a target on your back, as you say, but, today provides an opportunity for us to continue to play some good cricket.
And as captain of your side, the Bulls have blitzed everyone and haven't lost a game at this stage. What's one thing as captain that you're really pleased about?
I think the way the bowling unit has been fantastic. Restricting teams, especially bowling out teams in T10 cricket, is an achievement in itself. And I think credit have to be given to the bowlers.
Faruqi, Jesus, he's a fine. He's been unbelievable.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable. We have controlled those 3 power play overs so far. Hopefully today we can do that also. Now,
I've got to ask you about yourself. I mean, your form has just been ridiculous. You're hitting a boundary every 2.28 deliveries. How good's that?
That's pretty special, but I didn't know that, so thanks for telling me. It's a credit to the hard work that I've done home, and the wickets are also good.
Right, what about your team?
We make one change. It's just UAE left-arm fast bowler for left-arm fast bowler. Wasim Akram gets his first T10 game. Misses out is the young Rohit, left-armer from UAE also.
Okay, keep having fun.
Thanks, man.
Righto, Samp Army. They have won the toss and they're going to bowl first. And I want to look at this track, actually, because this is the first time that we've doubled up on this surface. Let's go down and have a look. Straight away, you'll see this was used for game 1, this one. The grass the green grass is gone, so there's a lot more dead grass in this track. There's no doubt it's going to be a little bit slower. Boundaries, by the way, are pretty close to 75 all round, so I'm not going to get too involved in that. But I think this is going to be a slow surface initially. The bats might take a little bit of time to get used to it. Spin might get into it a little bit as well. But it's a different surface than what we've seen from the other ones so far in this tournament. So a different challenge for the batsmen.
So the Samp Army win the toss. They elect to bowl first, sending the Delhi Bulls in, and it's a very dangerous looking batting lineup, isn't it, Rowan?
Yeah, I mean, when you have a look at Faf du Plessis, you look at the Morrisville Samp Army batting lineup, Faf du Plessis, Moeen Ali, Najibullah Zadran. Those are 3 you expect them to go out there and get runs. And then you've got someone like Jason Holder down the batting order who can come in. We've seen what he can do, hit three consecutive 6s in that last innings, change the momentum of the game. I'm really impressed with Peter Hatziglu. He's not really hit his straps in this tournament, but I think he's a fabulous bowler. And then they've got KSM, the other wrist spinner. Delhi Bulls, though, Erin, that's a side. I mean, that is a side. You can't look at any weakness over there. They've got all bases covered. Quinton de Kock.
Do my eyes deceive me? Wasim Akram. Left-hand seamer.
Hey, look, left-arm seamer, left-arm quick. Wasim Akram. Let's see what young Wasim's got in store for us over there.
Certainly looking forward to a cracking match. We're off to a very short break, but plenty more to unpack on the other side as we build up to ball one of the day's game.
Oh, here we go.
UHF 47 Basnahira UHF 49.
We've got a wonderful game to look forward to up front today here in the Abu Dhabi T10 with the Samp Army taking on the Delhi Bulls. And Rohan Gavaskar, if we're looking at the bowling of the Delhi Bulls, one man that stands out is the Afghanistani bowler Fazl Haq Farooqi with the new ball. What he did the other day to get Jason Roy, and walk us through this wonderful over when he, 3 outswingers and he brings one in and bowls the player of the team.
Just the way he set him up. And what was key in that dismissal of Jason Roy was, as you said, 3 outswingers. Have a look at this, 3 ball just leaving Jason Roy. But as a batter, you know what's coming up. You know there's going to be a ball coming in. But to execute that properly, to get in the right area, get the right swing, right line, right length, that's key. You can set a batsman up all you want, but if you don't execute that follow-up delivery properly, you're going to be in trouble.
There he is. That was you. We're talking about you.
We've got Fazl
How did you do it?
What were you thinking when you bowled that to Jason, when you got that ball to come back in?
I can't speak English, but I can speak
Hindi में बोलिए.
हाँ, मैंने जब देखा तुमने बात कर रहा था कि इसने ये किया वो किया वो मैं था.
नहीं मैं कह रहा था कि आपने जो 3 बॉल डाले और सेटअप किया, लेकिन वो जो चौथा इन स्विंग था वो सही टप्पे पे गिरा, वो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज होती है.
वो जो मेरा नेचुरल जो है वो तो इन स्विंग है, उसको पता नहीं था. उसने सोचा कि ये सिर्फ बाहर ही जा रहा है, तो मैंने देख लिया तो इतना आउट स्विंग हो रहा है तो इन स्विंग तो लाजमी हो रहा है. जब मैंने किया बस हो गया.
भाईजान सबको क्यों बता रहे हो कि आपका नेचुरल इन स्विंग है? बहुत ही बढ़िया गेंदबाजी की थी. कट करवा दे. ऑल द बेस्ट आज के लिए.
Oh, well, you've heard it from the man himself. That was one of the spells of the tournament so far. Fazl Haq Farooqi, we'll see him bowling in the second innings of the match, Rohan. We have a wonderful one to look forward to today. Quick prediction.
I've got to say Fazluk's team, because that for me is at the moment the strongest team in the tournament.
Oh, well, Faf du Plessis and Moeen Ali will hope to have something to say about that. The Samp Army are taking on the Delhi Bulls in our first of 3 games today here at the Abu Dhabi T10. Plenty of exhilarating, high-octane, cricket's fastest format action to look forward to. So stick with us, because live action is right on the other side of the break.
Oh, here we go.
bowled, and really unlucky there for Shepherd.
Oh, here we go.
Hello everybody and thanks for joining us. We are set for another day of Abu Dhabi T10 cricket. This is match number 15, Morriswille Samp Army, Delhi Bulls, and this is all powered by Sat Sport News. Beautiful conditions at this wonderful stadium in Abu Dhabi. The toss was won by Moeen Ali, the Morriswille Samp Army, and they elected to bowl first, which has been pretty much the trend as we look at the two teams. Now I'm just going to take the Army side. Danny Morrison's with me for the Bulls. The top order's got to get going. Zadran and Fafta they haven't got going so far. Moeen Ali at 3, so he's a really important player. Andres House is there, so we don't know where he's going to bat. He's back in the lineup. He might float up there and join Faf, I would imagine. Jason Holt was brilliant last time, and they've got some spin as well with Hatzoglu and Mohammed Afan as well. And Qais Ahmed, another tweaker.
Well, on the other side, you think about the Delhi Bulls, and they've only made that one change. Zohid Khan is out, and a certain Wasim Akram is in. He's a lefty, funnily enough, but named after the great Wasim Akram, who was born way back in 1966, like all good people who bowl left arm quick. And so looking forward to seeing how that pans out. Of course, the Bulls are batting first, so yeah, let's see what they can post.
Now here come the two openers, Quinton Cock and Johnson Charles. Haven't seen the best of Quinton Cock yet. Or Johnson Charles, really. A couple of powerhouse openers. If they get going, wow, that's going to certainly add something to the Delhi Bulls, who have been absolutely brilliant so far. They have played 3, won 3. They have a net run rate, which is ridiculous. 4.77. That is a joke. Samp Army, by the way, have played 3 and won 2. They're sitting at 3 at the moment. It is Bulls 1 and the Samp Army at 3. So it's an important game, this one, that's for sure. And Johnson Charles looking serious at the start of this day 6, match number 15. Strike rate 187. He's a pounder of the ball, as is this gentleman. And he's just starting his T10 career. Of course, he's now finished with South Africa, and he's going to be enjoying all these franchise situations around the world and having a lot of fun. That's how he plays his cricket. He always has played his cricket that way. So it's going to be wonderful to watch this start, Danny, I'm sure.
Yes, indeed. Powerhouses out in the middle. Moeen Ali. So, wow, that's interesting. He's going to kick things off with the very first over inside the power play. And he's up against the right-handed Johnson Charles. So, Charles won't mind that. I would have thought it would have been handy if de Kock was on strike being the left-hander. But we're going to have a bit of right-arm off-spin to get things underway here in match 15.
Beautiful conditions, 28 degrees right now. Moeen Ali. A little bit of turn. Now this track is one that's been used before in this tournament. It was used for the very first game. And it's got not much live grass. 3 hours of rolling earlier today. So it is fairly hard. I think it's going to be a little bit on the slow side, but a little bit of turn from the skipper initially. So a new facet introduced, Danny.
I'll tell you what, Michael Hayes, when he's got away with that, as Moeen Ali was just a little too short and the width on offer, and JC, oh, he should have put that away.
Going with the spin that time, no run. Floating up there for Moeen Ali, he's tempting him.
Well, the 2 men out on the leg side there, long on and mid-wicket on the fence. So that second delivery with no one back out through the offside, outside the 30-metre circle, and man, you've got to cash in there, Johnson.
No pace on these deliveries at all from Moeen Ali. So he's making sure that Johnson Charles does all the work.
Well, he shouldn't be too nervous and fluffy. He's been around for ages, Jason. Yes, there's 4 dots. I know it's T10, but these next 2 could go to the ballpark.
Smacks that one. At his home ground, that would have been in the Johnson Charles stand in St Lucia.
Do love a crystal ball. So right on cue is Johnson Charles. He's mucking around. He's had enough. So a little bit of flight. And it is outside off stump, and he says, thanks, Mo. It's got to go.
And just the single off the last. 7 for none.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
So next then it's net run rate. Just bear that in mind, of course. But net run rate is definitely going to be important in this tournament, Abu Dhabi T10, which is a great deal of fun. Plenty of action. That's Oglu. Now, quick leg spinner, gets a bit of extra bounce as well. Not a big turn of the ball. Might get a bit out of this surface though. Certainly has a nice, pacey, direct run up, that's for sure. Means business at the end. Swivel from Charles.
Good Sean Pollock, good Sean Pollock!
Yeah, I don't think that's a bad thing there, because I'd like to see De Kock on strike against Hatzigaloo. That toppy, a little bit more bounce, and you're on about this pitch, Mikey, and a lot less live grass. It is now a used surface. So let's see what Hatzigaloo can do. Maybe that little bit of a googly. Doesn't bowl a huge googly, but you don't need to. Just enough. And that bounce from the tall Aussie.
Andy Flower, right of screen.
Pass on square.
Not smiling, looking very serious. Spending a lot of time with the boys of the warm-ups today was Andy. Well, that's not a bad delivery. I think that was a slider. He's got a bottom edge on that. Going to come back for the second, but it didn't bounce anything like some of his other deliveries. The slider just keeps a little bit low, and it's a little bit quicker.
Mr. Shinwari, who's from Afghanistan, is joining Nigel Long from the United Kingdom. And there's young Nigel. Lots of friends, Nigel.
Giving himself some room, going over the top. Not out of the middle, that one, but he'll bank that boundary.
That's what I was looking forward to. The challenge for Pete Hatzigaloo in terms of taking on a certain Quinton de Kock. Look at that, lovely. Just a little shimmy to the leg side and opens up the offside for himself. Does it well.
So what does Hatzigaloo now do? 7 off 3 balls. How can he control the run rate against these two? Trying to tuck up with a bit more pace, I think.
Yeah, and there's that bounce, Hazy. That extra bit of bounce. You get that. You're confident enough, brave enough, as a wrist spinner in the power play for a start in any white ball cricket. That Simon Bull will let you know.
Incredible.
I'm going with Simon.
Yeah.
Let's sit on the running order.
Two balls left. Cries of catch it.
I don't know if it carried. Did it carry? Let's have a look. I'm looking forward to this one. I don't think so. Bowler doesn't look too aggrieved. Let's have a look if it did. Johnson Charles will slice. No, well short. Headbutt. Get the headbutt out and save some runs.
Well, he's done pretty well since the boundary. Just a couple of singles. Idea is to clearly look to finish strong. De Kock we're thinking the same though. It's a little bit of pad. It's only going to be the single as well. So 10 off his first, 17 for none.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
4 balls. Extraordinary.
Let's not forget about the guy at the non-strikers, and he makes that list too, Johnson Charles. He gets a boundary every 2.85. Bloody useful, eh? It's very useful.
Holder now. He had a very good game the last time around. Big Jason Holder got some runs and some wickets. And a warm-up delivery a little bit wide first up. Got a warm-up for umpire Long as well. Riley Rousseau. He's got the skins on. Used to call them skins in the old days, Danny, the pads. You know that? You know why?
Very naughty.
They're made of leather. Waltzing across. Just going to be the one.
And now, of course, they call them the boards. He's got the boards on. Why? He's bored. Stop it. Our director told me to say that.
Yeah, one thing about Big Jason is that in this format he's not just a holder, he's a wicket taker in the last game. Does a fine job actually for the West Indies in the red ball game as a holder. There's an edge, bottom edge, wicket, he's got another one. Big Jason strikes.
Big Johnson has to go. Oh no, that's a shocker. JC, what are you doing? What is that? And then we go, oh, listen, kudos to the bowler. Nothing wrong with that front foot this afternoon. Just held it back a fraction, didn't he? Just enough. But it's, I think, a little bit of bounce and the slowness. And early on in the innings, of course. So Johnson Charles has to depart early. He doesn't get double figures. He gets 9 from 9 and the Bulls are 19 for 1.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
A bounce from Jason Holder.
Yeah, just a little tickle through to the keeper, through to House. Yeah, I was just saying off air to my colleague on my right, I like watching the Delhi Bulls, their exciting batting lineup and their extravagant stroke play, and Michael just rolled his eyes.
Thanks, Captain Obvious. That's gone through him. Didn't miss those 3 sticks by much. And of course, he's always going to get a bounce on a nice hard surface as Jason Holder.
And he's got his work cut out here. Jason Holder up against James Vince. It's not bad. Now we're going to hopefully have a little graphic later on. So your graphics downstairs very busy about the highest dot ball percentage here this season in the Abu Dhabi T10.
Well, able to swing that time. He's got that away. Just back at a square. Sweeper. I'm screaming around. Just the... Oh, 2. They came back. Good running. Good aggressive running.
Yeah, indeed. The thing about bowlers in terms of creating dot balls, tough gig in T10, clearly. Faruqi's at the top of the tree with that 61%. You got Mohammad Amir, he's not bad, 55.5. Gleeson 53.3, and Jason Holder, who's bowling this over right now, is 52.78, and that's going well.
That's a nice crack off the bat, just to the man sweeping on the leg side. 3 gone, 22 for 1.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
The first 2 games actually were really good. Then his last game wasn't great that he played. But he's a talent. Case Ahmed gives the ball a bit of a rip. Just young. It's hit nice and high, and that's gone for 6 runs. That's a great way to start the over.
Well, certainly Moeen Ali, he's introducing a lot of spin. You mentioned the surface, Michael, at the toss and your pitch report. That little bit drier today, so yeah, a couple of wrist spinners, and Moeen Ali himself. Holders just had the 1 over, but yeah, it's been a lot more of the spin introduced early here in match 15.
That one just a little bit quicker from Case that time.
Yeah, and I like it. As he said to you at the toss, Moeen, he said, look, you can have some strategy and some homework done, but you've got to think on your feet, because as soon as these batters get in and start carving it everywhere, very hard to stop. And when you look at this lineup, and Vince loves pace on, so I see what Moeen Ali's about. Same with the cock. They love the ball sliding on with pace, so let's take air out of the ball as the strategy.
The track's not stopping today because of the dryness. It might be a little bit on the slow side initially because of the fact that it's one that's been used before. But Vince played a terrific shot. First ball of the over. Smashed that for 6.
Now Case is under the pump. He's fighting back. Couple of singles. 8 so far, though. And yeah, cheeky little reverse dab. Yeah, no damage done. So there's a dot. So he's doing all right here as Case Ahmed. As I say, fighting back after the maximum.
Oh, it's nicely bowled. It's a very good delivery. Just 1.
Now then, it's Quinton de Kock with the last ball of this 4th. He's just been eyeing up that leg side a little. Yeah, and he's having another little peep.
A little bit wider and flatter, staying away from those pads that time. 9 off, 4 gone, 31 for 1.
රුපියල් 23,900කට සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් බහඬ කට්ටලයක් ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Or visit cricket.snowball.money. Going at 7.75 at the moment, the balls. They haven't caught fire yet. Moeen Ali again, the skipper, Back in and a boundary first ball.
Come boys, put in a dive there. Lucky Mo.
Yeah, never far away, finding the fence, James Vince, whether it's over it or along the carpet. Moeen Ali, this is challenging for Moeen Ali, given that Vince, the right-handed specialist, doesn't come round or anything, change the angle. It's going to stay over here, Moeen Ali.
Advancing, that is such a clean hit. Straight as a die, that one. 6 runs.
Yeah, that's right, Mikey. I like watching these guys. Beautiful, these top order players.
Come on, let's go, Mo.
Lovely little shimmy.
Lovely, Mo.
Hanging back that time.
So good, Mo. So good, buddy.
Yeah, another good start to another over. And we got half an over to go. 11 nice so far. Good stuff.
Doesn't try and hit this too hard. That's the key.
Yeah, as we've seen him, hasn't he? Just like he's come straight off purple patch back in the UK. But that's a while ago now. And you think about September, the end of the season. We're now into early December. So he's obviously been hitting balls and keep ticking along. It's good. From Vince.
He never minds doing that. Quinton de Kock backing away and leaving his stumps nice and open. It's never been an issue for him. He's got an eye like a dead fish.
Big 2 balls there.
These are the guys that we get very excited about with the Bulls. This whole lineup, in fact, their top 6.
Again, he does it, and he's out this time. Good catch. Very good grab. Had to dive forward. Moeen Ali's picked him up. He's dangerous to Kock, but when you get it out, he's not.
He's out early again, isn't he, Quinton? Michael Hazeman's very upset. Being a Safa man. He's a bit lazy there. Isn't it? Just given he's been there for 9 deliveries and then he gets out like that. He'd be miffed. Well, Quinton, so he just gets to double figures, 11, and the Bulls 44 for 2 now.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Finishing games as well. He's a terrific cricketer, wonderful individual, good thinking captain, and head of the Bulls.
One step, yeah.
Yeah, his hair, because Quinton de Kock just fell off it, a bit lazy. He should have kept that down, really.
Straight away, he goes for it. 6 runs. Straight away, brings up the 50 as well. 5 overs in, 50 for 2. So look at the lowest ball per boundary ratio. That's before that ball, by the way, so it's better now. 2.24 balls. My goodness me, that's ridiculous. Case Ahmed again. For 9 in his first, came back nicely. It's fetched.
Expect nothing less from Robin Powell. First ball, there's your sighter, there's 6. 19 off that previous over from Moeen Ali. A little bit of flight, just that's all he needed, and he's in such good touch that not surprised he gets out onto the dance floor with those shoes on and canes it over long off. Delightful.
Said at the toss, the thing he's happiest about is his bowling unit, the way they've performed. I mean, the batsmen have done a terrific job, in particular him as captain, but he was delighted with the work that his bowlers have done.
So good, guys.
Yeah, top order players get a little frustrated when they get out the same manner. You're just falling off a stroke or something. You just end up bunting it into the covers. So de Kock, it's been out like that a couple of times, I reckon.
Big three left, boy.
Three singles so far. Oh, he's advancing very quickly and he's just launched that one for half a dozen. What a beauty. Terrific work from the skipper.
Can we have our ball back, please? And it's actually gone over the fence and like a pinball table, it's pinged around those seats. Very good follow, gentlemen. Thank you, cameras. There you go. It's a biggie.
Yeah, just a strike rate of 433 right now from Rovman. 75 yards straight down. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Gone a little bit flatter. Cries of catch it. No, on the bounce. Got the tall men down there. Jason Holder on the long off position.
He's supremely confident. What's he striking now at 350 with those 2 sixes off just 4 balls? Vince, he's been a bit of a spectator just of late, but now gets the strike back. Get that trumpet out. Hopefully.
Oh, that's nicely bowled. Nicely bowled. And out. Good stuff. Jason Holder. He's got very good hands. Smooth athlete, Jason Holder. No problem whatsoever grabbing that.
He's got very big hands too. And a couple of strides, that's all it is really. Yep, fair delivery. All good with that. He doesn't try to hit it too hard, as you were mentioning earlier. He just tries to place this, doesn't he? He's so good at that, Vince. But he hasn't quite got it square enough. And look at that. Very comfortable for big Jace Holder. Much to the delight of Kay Samad, who says, I've got my man, I deserve that. Vince, short and sweet. 24 from 14. Bulls lose their third at number 60.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
34 games.
He's saying it's a bit slack, that's 67. I thought it might have been a bit bigger, the amount of games, didn't you? Sometimes he bats a bit high. He's coming at 5, just shows you the strength of this Bulls lineup. But I think he used to bat sometimes 3 or 4 as well.
Good time for Hatzoglu to come in.
Come on, Case, go,
a bit of a challenge against Rovman Powell in particular. He'll be happy that he's just got him away for a single. So Powell at the bowler's end now.
Well, I've got our stats gurus onto it. I want to know how many half centuries that Riley Rousseau's got.
Just on this, look how wide Jason Holder was for that ball. I mean, that's just really good captaincy. Someone decided, because Vince opens the blade and doesn't go dead straight with the ball spinning away, of course, as well from the leggy, to get Holder to go nice and wide. And he was really wide, and that's why he took that catch so comfortably. Really good stuff.
Well bowled, Pete.
Nice, Peter.
Just that bounce and conscious of trying to close down that width against security. Don't ruin those balls. Captain Nemo.
Good stuff at the moment from Hatzoglu. Oh, that's been launched. That is the shorter of the boundaries, so that's gone for 6 runs easily.
Always been a big fan of Riley Rousseau. Yeah, got one in his length. He's got that in that arc where he's so good there on that slog sweep. Yeah, you beauty, Riley. Got all of it.
Yeah, so suddenly just that one shot means that this has put the pressure back on Hatzoglu to try and close down this over. Now, when you've got the shorter of the 2 boundaries, now the boundaries, not much in the boundaries actually today. It's only a matter of 6 yards. Drilling that one. Might look to come back for the second. I think they will. Yep, good running, good stuff from Powell.
But naughty from Mo Ali, skipper. Little misfield there. Yeah, it sounded really good, didn't it? Sweet off the willow. And fetch that, please.
Looking to pedal that one behind the keeper, missed out.
Good feed, last ball, boy.
Last ball this over, 69 for 3 at the moment. A little bit wide, but no damage. 9 off. 69 for 3 it is.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Bulls set a total. And at the moment, it's not too bad. Oh, tricky little position. 69 for 3. After 7. I'd like to just tee off a little bit more, but not bad. Nearly, I'll call it almost 10s, isn't it? We've got some pace on, which has been interesting because it's been a lot of spin. Moen, Hatzoglu, Case Ahmed, Holder with a bit of medium, and now we've got Assad. Simon Assad, and that'll race away. It's gone for. And speaking of racing and getting here, Owais Shah has made an appearance. Good to see you, Owais. How are you?
Hello, Danny. Yeah, I'm very good, thanks, and excited to be here at the T10 yet again. Yeah, well, what a shot that was. Wow. I tell you what, this competition gets better and better, and batsmen get more innovative every year.
Yeah, they're letting a couple of us wild childs in, aren't they? Have a Dhabi T10 there, well bowled. Pace off and never arrived. Yes, of course, you've just come down the highway. Bit of Dubai base.
Straight down the highway, straight down the Sheikh Zayed, straight into the comms box. Didn't even have a chance to get a cup of tea.
I'm looking forward to you wearing one of these shirts. These lovely, they're quite baggy, quite solid. Skipper, he's going nicely here. He's striking it just a quiet little 271. And he's been wanting to do this. He's got a thick edge though. Taken, yeah, it's a good catch. Very good. Sun is setting. You've got to have the goggles on. But it is the end of Rovman Powell, and that is a really good breakthrough.
Well, there you go. Have a look. It's a legitimate delivery. And that man, captain, well, he's gone. He tried to go up and over. And Najibullah Zardan takes a smart catch in the deep. And that's what it means to that young man. Rothman Powell goes for 19. Bulls 73 for 4.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Oh, he's got a chance. Not quite, or was. But, yeah, wickets key in any form of the game.
Have a look at that. Well, yes, key wickets are key. More importantly, when you're as dangerous as Rothman Powell, it's good to see the back of him. However, that has brought my ex-teammate Ravi Bopara to the crease, and he is still playing, Danny. He's just one of those guys, just turns up every year, does the business.
Yeah, evergreen. Ravi B. Oh, yeah. Jace! Oh, you're kidding! Had to be 6'8" to take this in. Riley Rousseau is gobsmacked. He doesn't want to go because he can't believe it, and neither can we way up here in the comm box. That is just ridiculous. Jace, Holder, take a bow, Chief. Those are big mitts, only sharp.
Well, that look sums it up. He just looks stunned. Cannot believe what Jason Holder has just pulled off. Have another look at this. Length ball. And just have a look at this. Go gadget arm. One-hander. And manages to keep his balance. Well done, Mr. Holder. Well, that's the end of Rousseau for 8. Have another look at the front foot no ball. Well, that was perfectly legitimate. Well, Rousseau goes for 8. Bulls 74 for 5.
Oh, thrashing blade. There's a little outside edge for Usman to get underway. That's handy. So 4 off the final one. Couple of wickets, 9 off. It's all happening. 78 for 5.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Play has been taken, or has to be. You got to take it between 3 and 9. And now we're into the 9th, so enforced for the batting side. Starts with a wide as JH. I think Holder was almost as perplexed as Rousseau that he got up and held onto this with one hand, because he's got it pretty clean as Riley Rousseau. Look at that. Had to be 6'8" and had to have bucket hands. That is freakish, to say the least. Count himself pretty unlucky there, Rousseau, picking out hold of the tallest man on the park. Oof. Outrageous. So Rousseau, he just got out there, clubbed a 6 and then had to look for a second one, has gone back to the dressing room. So only 2 men out with this floating power play, as we know. Protection there. 2 men on the leg side for this.
It's amazing, isn't it? You almost forecast what you're going to bowl with the field set. However, Ravi Bopara still opting to go leg side with the 2 men out on his leg side. You would have thought perhaps give himself some room, try and open up the offside perhaps.
Yeah, he's so good there, Bopara, inside out over cover and all that. But this is Usman. He's given this a larrup into a gap. Yeah, useful, good teamwork. Yeah, we're pretty much on the test pitch in the middle again, so pretty even the boundary on both sides.
Samit in the deep, smart bit of fielding. Here we have a look, banged in. Doesn't quite get all of it, Khan. And young Samit. Oh, whoa, whoa, have a look at that.
There's that inside out and couldn't get it. Couldn't get enough of it over the top here, Usman. I think the process was right, the thought was right, just couldn't quite execute enough. So he is in and out.
Yeah, smart bowling by Holder. Manages to bowl that little off cutter, always dipping in at the batsman. Have a look at that front foot no ball. And there we go, try to open the face. Well, just didn't quite get enough power behind it. Smart catch in the end. Much to the delight of that young man in the crowd. And that's the end of Usman Khan for 6. Bulls 82 for 6.
Ho 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 ho! නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat.
This is turning out to be another one of those testimonial games for Jason Holder. Wickets, catches. Yeah, he'll probably come out and smash it to all parts when he bats. 7th one down now.
Well, 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 one West Indian gets another. Well, the front foot no ball yet again is perfectly good. Cutter, DJ Bravo. He does prefer the offside. Well, all he managed to do was get an edge straight to the keeper. So a couple of wickets for Holder. Bravo goes for naught. Bulls 82 for 7.
Ho 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 ho! නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Nature calls. A little bit late. Better late than never, Naveen, luck. But they had this clock here. I always say, if you're not quite at the crease and ready, geez, it's a bit naughty that in the World Cup, wasn't it, recently?
Well, I don't know if it's naughty. I mean, he's perfectly allowed the opposition captain to appeal it. However, yeah, I do feel that perhaps Shakib Samp could have said, you know what, Angelo, I'll pull the appeal back. You can carry on, mate.
Yeah, desperation stakes in a World Cup and a win. Oh dear. Anyway, right here now in December of 2023 at the Abu Dhabi T10, powered by Sat Sport News. Yeah, he's on a hat-trick. This is a hat-trick ball, and man, is he having a great outing this afternoon, Jason Holder. He knows how Bravo plays over the offside, so he just followed him a bit with an off-cutter that bounced a bit more, and an ambitious stroke from Bravo first up, and he came second. Hat-trick ball. Oh, safe. Yeah, too much real estate there. So Naveen, he is underway with a brace. Very eventful over so far, 1 to go.
It doesn't seem to be coming onto the bat. in this over. The ball sort of seems to be sitting in. Have a look at these wickets in this over. Hold up. Getting those back-to-back. He would have enjoyed that one off his fellow countryman, DJ Bravo. And then, of course, he was on a hat-trick. Last ball of this over, and it's a little bit of innovativeness from Naveen ul Haq. Manages to get a boundary.
88 for 7.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Offer. And go to that website. Oh, just over the top. Bopara, one of his great go-to areas over extra.
Smart batting there by Bopara. Gave himself that little bit of room. We'll have a look at that in a second. Here we go. Gives himself that slight bit of room. Gets his hands underneath it. He knew he had to beat that man at extra cover. Just clears him beautifully into the gap. A much needed boundary for the Bulls.
Yeah, last over this. Up against Assad. Yeah, well bowled. Really well bowled. That into the surface slow tennis ball delivery. It has all the air taken out of it. But yeah, always, you've seen him for many years. It's such a great area for him. Wonderful timing and just that ability to open the blade and get it up and over. So, yep, you've got to breach 3 figures. You really do want to get past 3 figures in T10 and have something of that nature on the board. Another good slower ball.
Yeah, smart bowling. Irshad knows that the batsman will be trying to target the leg side generally. Smart bit of bowling by Irshad. Have another look at this. The cutter banged into the wicket, and the wicket doesn't seem to be coming on, Danny. He seems to be holding in. It doesn't make it that much easier for stroke play out here.
No, it's been used. You were driving down the highway and Mikey Hazeman was doing a pitch report and just said, yeah, look, this has been used. A little bit drier. Not such green grass. That's a good effort. Just what about the height? We're just looking for the umpires. Ran it by, but yeah, Nigel said that's okay. And 1 for the over, signalled. 2 to go. But, only 6 on this over, so they want another 6 to get 3 figures here, the Bulls.
Bopara definitely be eyeing up a boundary here. If he gets one out the screws, perhaps a 6. Gets the Bulls around the 100 mark, which will really help them. Oh, great Yorker. Brilliant bit of bowling. Only 1 more single conceded by the Army.
Yeah, they bowl well, the Army. And most dot balls played by the Bulls this season in an innings. So we're up to 23 of them. And normally pretty good in terms of not having too many. But it just shows you what you're on about, always. The pitch a little bit slow, a little bit drier. It's a day game. This one's the afternoon contest. Last ball. In the air. Taken. So no more runs. Zadran with a running catch. And it's a very good last over. Only 7 from it. The wicket as well. And the Bulls, they can't get to 3 figures.
Yeah, banged in. Naveen ul Haq had to go for it. Tried to take the boundary on, unfortunately. Only get it down to his fellow countryman. Takes a smart catch. As that's the end of Naveen ul Haq for 6. Bulls finish on 95 for 8 of their allotted 10.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
And their most dot balls in an innings for the Bulls this season.
Well, it was probably Holder and Irshad, probably the pick of the bowlers, picking up 3 wickets each. Only going at just under 8 and over, which is pretty smart going in this form of the game. Moeen, the skipper, perhaps a spell for him to forget.
And what he wanted to be on, he did. He thought, I'll take the first over as well, did Mo. And so, the target here in match 15 is 9.6 runs per over. Not a lot, but hey, this pitch could always be a little bit tricky. Now then, I think we've got a player interview, have we? Hope we're ready down there. Everyone's excited. I think Namrita is down their sideline. I think they're getting organised. Not quite, and I'll tell you what, Namrita, I'm loving your outfit this afternoon. I think she's got big Jace Holder down there to talk us through that catch. Nammers, are you ready? Not quite. She's down there on the dance floor. Nammers, who have you got?
Morrisville Samp Army's Jason Holder here, who's literally on fire. Jason, what do you have to say about those 3 wickets in the same innings, out of which 2 were literally back-to-back balls?
Yeah, it was a good effort. Yeah, the wicket seems to be helping the seamers a little bit. You know, I just try to use it as much as I possibly can. But I think all around as a group, you know, we did really well as a bowling group to really keep them on 100.
And what about that brilliant catch that resulted in dismissing Riley?
Well, I kind of tripped and also misjudged it a little bit, you know, but was able to stick a palm out and it stuck. Yeah, and I just felt really pleased with it.
Are you happy with the overall bowling unit's performance today?
Yeah, I think we've been outstanding. I think we've bowled really well, stuck to our plans, and we've supported equally well in the field. So far, so good in the first half. I'll take it if you asked me at the start of the game. So hopefully we can come and chase the runs now.
And what about the bowling conditions as it was the first match that you played today?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. You know, there's obviously still something in the wicket for the seamers. Just speaking to Kai Salmon, and he said there was not much spin. So I'm very, very confident we can go ahead and chase these runs.
And what about your T10 experience overall has been like?
So far, it's been good. You know, I've really enjoyed it. You know, it's very fast-paced. You know, still doesn't eat up all of the day as well too. So you still got time to, you know, go back, chill, relax, maybe have dinner. But yeah, overall, I'm really enjoying it.
Exactly like you said, cricket's fastest format, very fast-paced. All the very best for your next innings.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Namrita. And Jason Holder. Yeah, Jason Holder, he is the joint highest wicket taker so far in the Abu Dhabi T10 with 7. Well done, big fella. Now then, time for the My Dubai innings break. We'll be back on the other side with the chase.
here we go.
Welcome back. We are halfway through match number 15. Now the Delhi Bulls. This is a pretty good total, I think. Now I'm saying that because 95 is the third highest total we've had since batting first. Now this track is different than the others. So as we look at the performances from the individuals, Vince played well for his 24, Powell 19. They didn't kick on though. That's the difference. And then guys just got dismissed as they went along. Awais Shah's alongside me. Awais, you can just take us through the bowlers quickly.
Oh yeah, Holder and Irshad probably the pick of the bowlers, going at just a shade under 8, and like I mentioned before the break, Moeen Ali rather expensive and probably a 2-over spell he'd want to forget.
So the track is, I think, coming onto the bat better than we've had in the previous games. As you'll see by some of these highlights, Johnson Charles decided to have a go in the first over against Moeen Ali. And boundaries were going quite nicely for that neck. Bottom edge, Jason Holder into the attack and picked up a wicket in his first over. Case Ahmed got a little bit of tap as well. So James Vince is such a fine player. He was looking to go as high and as hard as he possibly could. Quinton de Kock didn't get going. De Leda was the man that took that catch in the covers, going forward off the bowling of Moeen Ali. And Rodman Power was looking to launch everywhere. He's such a strong player. These sixes make a massive difference. Jason Holder's in play here. He was positioned nice and wide. It was a very good delivery actually from Case Ahmed, considering the positioning of Jason Holder. Riley Rousseau thought, okay, I'll have a bit of fun as well. But they didn't capitalise from the start. That was the problem they had really to a certain extent. Wickets started to tumble at this stage. That was a good catch to get rid of the dangerous Power. Sanders just into the lineup at that stage. Hammered down the ground, not quite far enough because Jason Holder's 6'7" and a little bit. That is a ridiculous catch. So in the end it was 95. So the track's playing well. I think they should have done better than the 95 because they're a very good side. There's Holder again in the lineup. And I think they'll be a little bit disappointed. And there'll be momentum going in with Sump Army, who will be very keen to win this. If they win it, Sump Army, they'll go to number 2 on the table. So I think they'll be pleased with this, the way they came back in this game. So that's the target. Sump Army need 96, 10 overs. Got to go at 9.6 runs per over. Conditions are just terrific. Andries Gauss now is back in the lineup today. He injured his knee in that run out. He certainly played well in the game before that. And the keeper, who was just brilliant, is the man who's Patel is the man who's not playing, so he was really unlucky, getting 3 stumpings and 3 catches, so he had to make way for Gauss. And Ibrahim Zadran is just 21 years of age. He's Gauss's partner. What are your thoughts on the first innings, Awais?
Well, I feel that Bulls may well be 20 runs light. I don't think they got going as the game progressed. The ball got tougher to get away. I think the ball was sitting into the deck that much more, and the batters really struggled to get a big innings away. I think we only had 1 innings of 26, and apart from that, especially the lower order, didn't quite fire. So I feel the bowlers, with the ball in hand, have to bowl well up front to make up for that 20 runs.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, impact players involved. Johnson Charles is the man who's gone to sit in the dugouts, and this bloke who has been sensational, Faruqi, is well, that should be seriously impactful really, because that's what he's done so far, not just impact. Got a slip and a man at a short third man. Watch these balls go across and the one come back. That one came back straight away and it's been whipped away for a boundary. That's a good start. Nice work from Ibrahim.
Yeah, a contest I'm really looking forward to. Both Afghanistan nationals would have faced plenty of each other in the nets, and that one just picked off his leg, Zadran. Pretty impressive player, as we saw in the World Cup only last month.
Yeah, agreed. Just 21 years of age, Zadran. I wonder why he didn't bowl that one going across first up. I guess it's because Zadran's seen it so often. Was perhaps going to be expecting it. There it is. There's the one that goes across, and that's been hammered. That is a great shot.
Well, that's the reason he didn't bowl it, because he knew it was coming. Let's have a look at this. Beautiful strike, not much feet movement. Well, you don't need to when you can hit the ball like that.
Yeah, it's a terrific shot. That really is quite special. Right, so 2 fours off the first 2 deliveries. Slippers out straight away. Swing and a miss at that one. House has to make some distance with the gloves.
Really did swing as the ball went past the bat. Faruqi, like you mentioned, has been very impressive. More so with the ball that swings away from the right-hander compared to your traditional ball swinging back in. Have a look at this. Beautiful seam movement. And then just there, just starting to leave even Quinton de Kock having to chase after it.
We had the play of the series so far, I think, when he bowled Jason Roy. It was just sensational work. That's nicely bowled too. So he swings it comfortably both ways.
He certainly does. That was making a beeline for that middle stump. Well, Zadran bangs it out. It's quite an interesting contest. When the ball is swinging like that, you do tend to see a lot of batsmen try and use their feet, trying to put the batter to the bowler to put him off his length.
There seems to be an elevated intensity when Faruqi's got the ball in his hand. That's nicely bowled again. Didn't quite hit it cleanly, just one. Just another look at that Jason Roy stuff. Look at this. This is magnificent work. Across, across, across. What's the next one? Bang. Sensational. Absolutely sensational.
Yeah, it really was. Just got to see the control. And the secret there is the starting off the ball. He always started it just on or about off stump, leaving him. And that's the reason why when that came back, Jason Roy was just so much later on it, just a bit like that one.
End of the over, 9 for none.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Yeah, you'd have thought they may perhaps try and do the left-hand, right-hand combination. So both, I'm sure, will be padded up. Eager to get out there.
Naveen ul Haq now. Oh, swing as well, but that's heaved onto the onside. Chases on. It's nice fielding too.
Well, certainly there is a swing on offer for both the Afghanistani seamers, opening the bowling for the Bulls. 31 wickets in this competition so far for Naveen ul Haq. He's got a lot of variations, really does make him tailor-made for this sort of cricket. Meanwhile, looks like we've got a field change. Slip is out. That man from the offside has been brought back into the ring, so a little bit more protection on the leg side.
Backward square on the leg side, and also at straight mid-wicket on the fence. They're the two allowed outside the circle. Giving yourself some room, picking that up and out. What a fine catch that is. That is a terrific catch. I hope he's going to be okay. He must have smacked his head nice and hard on the ground. Riley Rousseau it is who's taken the catch. Let's hope he's going to be all right, because he's a tough nut. He needs a tough nut right now as well.
Well, the front foot no ball is perfectly fine. Flicked away by Zadran. Have a look at this catch. He takes it and then there, bang, bangs his head pretty hard on the turf or so. There's a little bit of concern by the rest of the team, and I'm sure the physio's out there having a look. Zadran mean.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Super Doc has done his job. Doc Aziz, thank you, Doc. On the case straight away. He's got an assistant today, but looks of things. Right, Mo and Ali. Sampami, important game for them. They got a chance here, restricting the balls to 95. Conditions are good. Ball swinging around a bit. That's something we've seen throughout this entire tournament with the new ball, which has been great to see, actually, the new dimension. And, of course, there's... that's more sensible. I prefer to see that, actually. Been checked out properly. Meanwhile, Naveen Huck has decided to change his angle of attack around the wicket. Oh, and that is a beautiful delivery first up.
It really is. Well, even Mo and Ali knows that was an absolute jaffa. Watch how it angles in and then just leaves him. I'm not sure how it didn't bowl him. Look at that immaculate seam position. That's the reason for any youngster looking. That is how you want to present the team and allow the ball to swing and seam off the wicket.
Yeah, that's an extraordinary delivery. Mo and Ali must have been expecting the death rattle when he played and missed at that. Coming in a fraction that time. Good stuff from Naveen.
Yeah, the ball's swinging around at the moment, and the batsman has to be that little bit careful when it comes to trying to get after the bowling. I think they just got to be a little bit more smart. Mo and Ali, just get in a little bit. I know it's only a 10-over game. However, you can allow yourself to get in while the ball is swinging around.
Slip in position. Wide slip, that is. DJ Bravo at about second slip. Nicely played. Amanta is on the field for Riley Basso. Number 34 down there. Well, Riley just gets a few words of advice, a bit of a check still on him. I mean, sometimes these concussion scenarios, which can happen, and we all know that we've seen that enough sport to know that can happen, can be delayed. So it's a good thing that he's on the sidelines there, just being checked out. There's Fuff. Thoroughly enjoying his cricket still. Had a good chat to him this morning. Good man, Fuff du Plessis. Fitter than a lot of the youngsters. Tries of catch it over the top, just. House likes to hit the ball nice and cleanly. That certainly wasn't. But he'll be happy enough to come back for the second. 2 gone, 14 for 1.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Najibola Holder as well, who played so well with the Willow last time around.
That's the batters to come. Du Plessis, Najibullah, and of course Holder, West Indian all-rounder. Well, the Army need to get going here. The Bulls have bowled pretty well so far.
Yeah, Faruqi's had his 1 over, so he's having a bit of a breather. Naveen also presumably. There's a Makram. Into the attack, and he might get a wicket first up. It's his first outing, and he has struck with his first ball. Look at him celebrate. Good on him. Well done.
Well, what a start that is. A wicket, and that more of Moeen Ali. Just check the front foot no ball. Well, that is perfectly fine, young man. And you have got rid of the dangerous Moeen Ali first ball in this game. In the end, a smart catch by Naveenul Haq, much to the delight of Wasim Akram. Moeen Ali goes for 1. Army 14 for 2.
සියලුම ක්‍රීඩා භාණ්ඩවල මිල අඩු කළා. සම්පූර්ණ ක්‍රිකට් භාණ්ඩ කට්ටලයම 23900යි. ක්‍රිකට් බෑගයක් නොමිලේ. The Transport බොරැල්ල.
So, from one inexperienced cricketer to an experienced one. Faf du Plessis, 39 years of age, 15 games in this format. Strike rate of 178. Haven't seen the best of him so far in this Abu Dhabi T10. The conditions are pretty good for batting. He'll enjoy that if he gets in. He will look to force the issue straight away with his rather unique style that he's worked out over the years. Power play's done. Nicely bowled from Wasim Akram. What a moment for the youngster.
Yeah, have another look at this. Wasim Akram, first ball. And Moeen Ali trying to hoik it into the leg side. Only manages to get a leading edge straight down the throat of Naveenul Haq. Focused and delivers.
Still got that slip. Chase that. He's up in a big way. Wasim Akram. He's saying, come on, boys, why don't you support me? Wide's called. It was certainly bat on pitch.
Well, Nigel Long is not having any of that. Have another look at this. Oh, yeah, it's a wide, all right. But Wasim Akram was convinced. Just look at him.
Ah, there we go. Now he's burst into action. That's incredible. Or as Danny calls him, mind you, that might be Danny back in the kit again today, like he was the other day. Tap and run from Faf.
Du Plessis opens his account. Little single into the offside. I think the Army have to get a partnership here if they are to challenge this score.
Tigers are in. They're up against Northern Warriors. Match number 16. Tigers have played 3. They've won 1. Warriors, by the way, played 4-1-2. Both lost their last games, so that's going to be an interesting clash too. A couple of sides that need victories to climb up that ladder. What a lovely shot from the drone. Beautiful. Full toss. Naveen ul Haq has a shot at the stumps.
I tell you what, Ghost gave up there, and I think a direct hit would have seen the back of him. Naveen ul Haq just jogging to his right side there, collecting the ball.
Just a quick thanks to Alubond A2 for being our sponsor. World's largest manufacturer of aluminium composite panels. Great to have Alubond on board. Just having a little check on the height of that. That's fine. No dramas as far as I'm concerned anyway. I guess I don't, my thoughts don't matter too much right now. Umpires have got to call it. Ahmed Pakteen is the TV umpire adjudicating. 2 balls left in this over. Same again from Faf du Plessis.
Yeah, the bowlers have kept it nice and quiet, especially Wasim. Picked up that wicket, first ball of his over, and then since then has only conceded 4 runs, which is pretty impressive.
Throughout your career, Oase, you pick up any Afrikaans words?
Lekker.
Yeah, well done. That's good. Nice, like that.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Well, what about buy a donkey?
Buy a donkey?
Or
of course I would buy a few donkeys.
Or buy a ball, maybe?
Well, I don't know about that. I'll buy a donkey.
Gals and du Plessis know each other very well, obviously. The 2 batsmen in the middle. They converse all the time in Afrikaans.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat.
Eased away. Kepler was unmoved, by the way. Didn't even smile. 19 for 2.
නත්තල් සියත් නත්තලට තෑගි ගන්න සුපිරි ඔන්ලයින් ප්ලට්ෆෝර්ම් එක superipola.lk.
Melbat. Let's play together. Have fun together. And win together. Melbat. Feel the real passion.
Again, we're only 2 players allowed outside the circle. Gals is just about one of those ideal guys in this situation, even though he's only got 4 at this stage. Clean hitter.
Well, I feel that this is the moment that the Army have to up the ante, throw caution into the wind and get their innings going. They've only got 19 off 3 overs, which is just above 6 and over. Well, they need 11 and over at the moment if they are to get anywhere close to the score of the Bulls.
It is Naveen ul Haq who's going to be bowling his second over. His first one went for only 5 and he took a wicket as well. 2 men outside the circle, one at extra cover on the fence and one at long off on the fence. Not hard to work out where he's going to bowl.
What an interesting tactic there by Naveen ul Haq. Round the wicket, a right-hander going across to righty. Surprised that the batsmen haven't shuffled onto the offside and try and pick him up over wide mid-on, because the protection at the moment is all offside. So it'll be interesting to see what du Plessis does. Does he use his experience? Does he shuffle outside off stump, pick the ball up? We have to wait and see. Well, that's certainly what I'll be doing.
Faf will be thinking about more square on that offside, even though there's a man just back of a square. Cover point as well. The two men are the same. Extra cover and long off on the fence. Yeah, that's where Faf's thinking. Straight away, one bounce, that goes for 4.
Well, you read it beautifully, Hazy. On top of that, it was an absolute gift. Didn't quite get that right. It was a fully, and all du Plessis had to do was open the face. Get it over that offside.
Pretty tough to bowl to this field too, from that angle.
Another change in the field. This time, that man on deep point is going out, and that deep extra cover man has come into the ring. So got a deep mid-off and a deep point. Naveen Huck round the wicket.
No one on the fence on the leg side, so clearly they're still bowling that off-stump line. Faf likes going over the top of extra cover, although he can't reach that.
Well, he'll have to bowl that one again, but I think you're right. He is going to try and go offside. Prefers that, prefers staying leg side of the ball, and allows his hands to go through the ball with an open face off the bat. Have another look at this. Gets off to the offside. There you go. Tries to access it. Well, that time it was way out of his reach.
Plant that back foot like he did in that last delivery. It'll be just outside that off stump. It'll go back and across some distance, so he's got a nice plant. Oh, that's high. I wonder if that's going to be a no ball. It's gone straight up. It should be taken quite comfortably. It is. I'm sure they're going to have a check of this. No big celebrations from Naveen or Huck. DJ's just asking if it's a no ball.
Yeah, interesting. No one's really celebrating. And Faf du Plessis has just hit the ball straight up in the air. Gets caught, and he's still at the wicket.
Yeah, if he's wearing a belt, standing upright in the crease, that's going to be above the belt. So that's definitely a no ball.
Well, the umpire's having a little check. To me, naked eye, it looks pretty obvious that that was above waist height. Nigel Long saying, I think the two batters have crossed. So does that mean Gauss gets the free hit? Hazy, you could clear this up for me.
Well, it's going to be an important part of it, actually, because Gauss is more likely to hit the big boundaries, I guess, and is more dangerous in this situation. It didn't take too long, actually, to get that arm out and call the no ball. So it is a free hit, and it is Gauss who is going to be down the striker's end. Spotted Oace.
Well, is this an opportunity for the Army to get the boundaries coming for them? Goes has got the option here. Naveen ul Haq getting that field right. This time, man on the leg side goes out. And we also have got a man at deep point. So you'd probably imagine he's going to be just short of a length, making the batsman hit square of the wicket.
And that's the arc, I'm afraid, of Andries Gauss. He has quite a unique shot that he plays. Anything that's around about that thigh pad, the quicker deliveries, well, he's not going to have to play it because they've switched back there. I was pretty sure they crossed as well. Anyway, clearly not.
Yeah, strange, really. I was under the impression that when Faf du Plessis played that shot, they had crossed over.
Yeah, I think now Faf's actually querying that. All right, so now there's just a slight change in the field again. We're going to go back to that original field that Faf had, which means not at extra cover on the fence, is deep backwards square point.
I'm still a bit confused how Faf du Plessis is still on strike.
Yeah, me too. Down the ground, straight. Loves it there too. It's a full toss. Again, it's dished up. Has that gone all the way? Yes, it has. Top stuff from Faf for the free hit.
Well, Du Plessis has come to the party. An absolute gift, really. And he knew it was 6 the moment he hit it.
And right there might be an important part of this game, because suddenly 13 runs of this over and still 3 balls to go. And the clock is ticking, so they might lose a fielder. And the last over might have to come in inside the circle. Short delivery.
Banged in, but Du Plessis doesn't quite capitalise on that one. A much needed dot ball for the Bulls. 10 dot balls so far in this innings.
Nicely bowled. Slower bouncer. Had to wait for that. It's come back nicely. I heard Faf now just saying to Gauss in Afrikaans, Starika, which means that was slow. Just letting him know in case he didn't realise. I would imagine he did realise.
Gauss on strike, eyeing up the leg side. I'm pretty sure of that, judging by this field.
Last ball of the over. And he's picked that up on the bounce. Vince down there. 15 off the over, 34 for 2. With that big over of 15, the Samp Army Worm has just decided to go just a little bit north. Not much, though. Just exploring. Notice on the Black Worm for the Bulls, it just went a little bit flat at the end. Just a reminder again about Snowball Money. Scan that QR code to receive T10 digital rewards, or visit us on cricket.snowball.money.
So 6 overs left. Samp Army 34 for 2, and this is Gleeson into the attack.
Gleeson was just brilliant in the last game. Picked up 3 wickets, I think, in his first over, which was quite ridiculous. Really amazing work, as Faruqi's been the star of the tournament so far. Then Gleeson gets a run, and he gets 3 for 4 off 2 overs. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I thought he read the situation very well when he was bowling in the last game. Understood what the batter was trying to do, and certainly did outfox him. This time a little fumble there by Quinton de Kock.
Here's those wickets from Gleeson. Have a look at this. This is top work against the Tigers. Miller, dangerous. Bravo takes that. Up in the air. A little bit of a bobble, but in the end, pouched. And that was the big one of Jordan Cox. Chopping it onto his stumps. Jordan Cox. 90 runs off 36 balls the other night. That was just a joke.
Yeah, I saw that. I was glued to the television. He really did bat beautifully, struck the ball with outstanding power. I was astonished.
Had to fetch that. When Powell scoots around and tidies up. Yeah, that's a knock. I mean, you won't see a knock like that very often at all throughout your cricket watching career. That's how good it was.
Yeah, it was full of powerful shots And I just love the way how he keeps a shape on everything he tried to do. It was, yeah, it was pretty impressive for the young man.
You say you were glued to your TV watching that?
I was. Not often you find me glued to the TV.
Well, how do you get your bedroom if you're glued to the TV?
Anyway, let's move on with the cricket, shall we?
Super glue, hopefully not. 37 for 2 now, halfway through the 5th over. Nice line from Gleeson.
Go on the blue, please. Go on the blue. Go on the blue. Security guard. Yeah.
Partnership 23 off 18, so they haven't really escalated where they would have liked to have been, I guess. Tied over there, so 3 from it, 2 balls left.
Yeah, run rate shade below 8. They need to be ideally operating around 11 and over. So a few more boundaries would really do the business for Samp Army.
That's clubbed. That's a fine shot. That is amazing from Faf du Plessis. 6 runs.
Yeah, straight out of the screws, that one. Uses Gleeson's pace, and just watch that. Bang! Knew he had middled that and just stood there, admired it.
That was just effortless. Threw the shot early. 5 gone, 43 for 2. Halfway. 43 for 2 at the moment. Du Plessis is threatening on 21 of 13. Not too much from House at the moment. At 6. He's got them to 10.5 and over required from here. So that's a possible scenario. Dwayne Bravo now. Jimmy Neesham looking on interestedly. And House, I think, is going to start to unleash. Yep. That's that one. That's his favourite spot. Oh, that's a magnificent shake.
Hoffman in the house. And smoking. All of it. And some. Yeah, stuff PJ. Followed it all the way. Mid-wicket cameraman of note. All the way from Cupstard. Yes. Would have caught it if
Get behind your camera, please.
Caught it if it was something else. Well, this is going to be interesting now. This little challenge here because the asking rate with the 50 up now for the Samp Army is just under 10s. They need 96. So they're going along at the asking rate, but this is where they, the Bulls, that is, they need to knock over Du Plessis, no doubt. 2 Saffers at the crease with Hulse. He's going some. He's hit a 6, but he's only just got these. Striking at 155. Du Plessis striking at 162. Yeah, and this partnership now 36 from 22. Let's nip it in the bud, Mikey. Knock a couple of these guys over.
52 for 2 at the same stage with the balls. Oh, that's a nice shot as well, but not far enough, I don't think.
Ooh. Bravo. He's only just into the bowling crease, centre stage. Change of pace. And he's very fortunate there. There's Andre's house. See who he's got. And Fuff, he too, getting away with a bit of mistiming in the stroke.
Well, there's just nothing in this game at all. Nothing at all. One for 20 off the 2 overs for Naveen ul Haq. House is just starting to unleash. 38 off 24 is the stand.
Round the wicket as per. Bravo. It's that unique technique of how to hold a cricket bat as Faf du Plessis with this hand spread. We keep mentioning this over years and years, but he somehow squirted this around the corner, dragged it, and still managed to get 2. So as much as he's annoyed about the timing with himself, still going. There's 11, 1 to go in this over. Also, we keep mentioning Michael Hazeman was at the toss and the pitch report. Just a little bit drier. The surface, that is. Slower. And all the way. Dorothy Dix. Bookend 6s in the over. 17 off the 6, and the Sump Army are 60 for 2 now. Not bad, this, in terms of ticking along, the run rate going nicely. The Bulls could be challenging. Just lose 1, you lose 2, and let's see how they go with that.
Just have a look at those worms. That black worm just tipped off a little bit. So this is the gap they've got. Chris Len has arrived as well. He'll be interested to get some runs, though, I would imagine, after missing out 3 in a row. House again on strike.
Yeah, Chris Lynn, some would say, is on holiday. Out for 1 and then a couple of ducks on the trot, Chris Lynn, so he's desperate stakes of getting a score. Yeah, it's almost like he was beating the flight. Bravo was up for that with a real slow one. But he got enough willow on it, did Fuff, quite comfortably. And they enjoyed it in that Bulls dugout.
So this is where the Bulls didn't capitalise. They had a good position at this stage at 63 for 1. They just lost another wicket, actually, I think, that delivery. And they were batting. So this is where Sump Army can take a little of a leap against the Bulls, and that'll be a terrific victory for them because that'll put them to number 2 spot if they do get up here. That's how important this game is now.
Come on, the Army. The Orange Army. And we'll miss hit. It's up for a long time. Should be. And is. Seen a few of those shelled over the Abu Dhabi T10, but this is Usman Khan, is it? Taking a smart catch in the deep. And it's the end of Faf du Plessis.
He'll be annoyed about that. He was starting to play really nicely. Strike rate of 177. That certainly is not a no ball. He just couldn't quite control it. Expression, I think, told us everything we needed to know. But good work for Usman Khan. He took a couple of fine catches, actually, in that area yesterday. One was a three-way juggle. And Fuff tracks back to the dugout. 30 he got. 61 for 3. Najibullah Zadran now. Strike rate is very healthy, played a lot of games, lots of experience. Scoreline at the same time for the Bulls, exactly the same, 61 for 3.
Yeah, you and I were just mentioning, you get one, you get two. If they lose another one here, it'd be fascinating. Oh, hello, hello. Oh, challenging. No, money on the ball. Tough, that. Just far enough away. Is that Gleeson there? Yeah, difficult, really difficult those. But Faruqi brought back for his last one to get another wicket. He really is a taker of wickets, is Faruqi. But they'd dearly love to get rid of Andres House. This is Najibullah getting away. Yeah, tough gig. Man coming in to be a better chance. Vince, but he was just too far away as well.
I think that Quinton Cox is telling us that a direct hit would have been out.
Again, going full, and that's not a bad strategy, particularly with a new man. Let's see what you're on about this. And Quinton. No, he's home. Tell Quinton he's dreaming. The run rate is 9.6 and the asking rate is 9.6. And both these sides very similar at this juncture. Faruqi, where's he go here with this one? Slower one into the surface. And it's four. Couldn't quite haul it back in. So a boundary that'll just relieve things somewhat for the Army.
See, this over was really good up until then. Back into the attack, he picked up a wicket off the second ball, kept it tight for the next two deliveries after that. That one's now gone for 4. Suddenly it's 8, and they only need just over 9. So a crucial last ball of this over to Andries Gauss. 20 off a dozen deliveries at the moment from him.
Last ball of the 7th from Faruqi. Again, on short. Out, what a cracker! Usman Khan is turning into a little magnet out there. That is a really, really good catch because it was dipping and coming quite flat. Guess who is out of here now?
So that's 3 from him yesterday, 2 today for Usman Khan. And it's a very big wicket. They keep chipping away at this stage. They're certainly going to have their issues. And he is such a dangerous player. House going back to the house. 20 off 13, 68 for 4.
Kareem Johnat, I think he's part of the impact scenario. There we go, cross your partners. Thank you, Bismillah Shinwari. He's from Afghanistan. So here's Johnat. He's out in the middle. This is Najibullah, just bunting it downtown. Couple more, they're going to the 70s now to the Sump Army. And going about some of these catches that have been put down, some of these easier ones, these have been crackers from Usman Khan. He's got a good chunk of it, it's coming quickly. Oh, I've seen those hit near the top of the hands and go flying out.
Hit those hands pretty hard, didn't it? 2 guys at the crease who have only just arrived.
And that's the key, Michael Hazeman. 2 new batters, just what the Bulls were hoping for in this sort of scenario to make things a little challenging. dearly love to knock over Najibullah. Very handy. Little left-hander. Can hit the ball in freaky areas, as Lance Klusner used to.
28 off 18.
Very comfortable at asking rate of just 9s. So not too many more to get. Bowled from Gleeson.
"24 off 15. That's a more accurate reference. So Najibullah and Janet have got to do some work here. Oh, Jason Holder. I wonder if he should have actually come in now. He had a quick fire boundary spree in the last game.
Yeah, sure did. Certainly an option. So well bowled again from Gleeson, just shutting down the angles of Najibullah. It's time for Karim Janet. He's the impact player we've just seen, signalled from Shinwari. Let's see what he can do. Can he produce a little bit of magic? Because he too is another very good striker of the cricket ball.
Brilliant stuff from Gleeson. 2 balls shy of 2 overs, none for 14. Really good work from Gleeson. Got those 3 wickets in that 1 over yesterday. He's fronted up again today, and he's done a terrific job up until now. Got to make sure he finishes, though. That's the important thing for Gleeson.
Just 2 left in this over. Oh, did he get something on this? Bowler seems to think so. See, has this caressed anything? Yeah, look at that. So Shinwari's not signalled leg by or wide or anything. So has this maybe just come off the glove? Gleeson held on to his head. He thought, oh yeah, there's the glove. There's the glove. Didn't quite carry. Reload this one, Michael.
All right, so 7 off this over now, and the last thing he wanted to do was bowl a wide then. So now he's got some work cut out here for the last ball of over number 8. Locked away in the scoreline, by the way, still 74 for 5 with the balls right now.
Bounce, bounce. Oh, and the timing of the jump, I reckon. It's gone through, and it has cost. That extra delivery's cost a boundary. 11 off the 8th. It's 79 for 4 now. Time for a bit of snowball money in terms of scanning that QR card. And it's a lovely little 1 and 2 to receive the T10 digital rewards, or visit on cricket.snowball.money. Okay? Do that. Get amongst snowball money.
That last ball should have been caught, really. I mean, it wasn't Akram, and it's his first game, but he mistimed that jump. He was coming forward as well. That's why Richard Gleeson was exasperated. It was a fairly fiery delivery on the splice. Had he stayed where he was and lapped straight up, I think he would have picked it up. Yeah.
Quinton, fairly chilled. Here's Bravo. The extra. Yeah, Nigel Long agrees. There's the extra. Yeah, he's a tall man too, isn't he? Wasim Akram Jr.
What Sump Army need to do here is try and have a really big over, so they don't have to leave themselves too many for the last one. So it's 16 from 12. Wide off the first one. So they need to try and get maybe 10 off this so that they're going to be okay for that last one.
Bravo running away from us in a broadcast end. He's tried that dipping slower ball that just often dips into that almost Yorker length. It's a good start to the over, given that it was a wide extra ball, so just simple and sensible.
For years and years and years, we've seen these dipping slower balls from Bravo. Lovely sunset just starting to take shape. Doesn't matter how many times you've seen them, you've still got to face them. That's the important thing. You'll get more of them now.
Little glove. Gone. Just like that, DJ Bravo has another say in white ball cricket. It is the end of Kareem Junnit.
Yeah, that's good work. Really is good work. That dipper, the big dip of the first ball, he worked away for a couple. And then suddenly a bit of fire and brimstone from the old stager. Just rolling off those gloves and de Kock doing the rest.
Well done, DJ Bravo. End of Junnit. 3 from 3, and the Sump Army are 82 for 5. The long figure of Jason Holder. A wonderful striker of the cricket ball up against DJ. Oh, and he's been given. He's been given with the slow ball. It's a full toss. Bravo celebrating to the crowd. And suddenly there's another wicket down for the Sump Army. He's on a hat-trick as DJ Bravo.
I wouldn't mind seeing this line again. I want to have a closer look at this line. I guess the question is it going to be cannoning into leg stump or just nicking leg stump? That's the question. Let's have a look at this delivery. So it's a slower delivery. Is it missing that leg stump? I think it's pitching. Maybe just nicking leg stump.
No, it's crashing into Midland leg, Michael. And that's what Nigel Long said anyway. Nigel XTC Long. He's always making plans as Nigel. He's out for a golden one as Big Jace didn't like it. 82 for 6.
Not going to happen.
Bravo on the hat trick. No, Dwayne, what are you doing, man?
Hat trick ball, couldn't catch it. Team hat trick, couldn't run him out. Come on, blokes. What's going on? Put on a bit of a show here.
Oh, don't you want the bonus? I think there's bonus money for hat tricks taken in the Abu Dhabi T10.
This is DJ Bravo, of all people. He's seen everything. Oh, it's a setter, DJ. Come on, number 47. But hang on a sec. What about the run-up? Let's go with that one as well. Quick, get back. Get back, get back. Oh, you wouldn't have been back either.
Couldn't believe he's missed that. And now Hamid's cloth this one, luckily. I can't believe he's put that down. I know people are going to go about and you follow through and you're going back across yourself, but it's a great height. Look at the height of this. Oh, man. They're all on the floor. Which way to the nightclub? The dance floor. Winton de Kock is going, you're kidding me. Let's just go fishing. Nigel chuckling to himself. Says you won't get an easier opportunity to get a hat-trick because you're in control of it. It's a caught and bowled as the bowler. Now then, he's going to stay over the wicket now for this final delivery.
2 wickets in this over and he's only conceded 4 runs. Brilliant over so far. Inside edge. It's going to run away just for the single. $84 for 6. $88 to the balls, 84 to Sampami. That was the score right now. So 12 required off 6 balls. Danny Morrison's just zipped out to get that on there and ready for the toss. Owe Shah has just joined me. So 12 runs off 6 is going to be a good effort if they get up with Najibullah and Hamid, the 2 men at the crease. If Jason Holder was still there, it might be an opportunity perhaps, but this is going to be tough work, I would imagine. One thing they do need to do is get a boundary off for the first couple of overs. Certainly at least one. And the skipper's brought himself on.
I was just going to say, the skipper has said, guys, get back, I've got this. He is certainly marking his run-up out with a little bit of purpose. 12 runs required of 6 deliveries, and now he's just getting that field right. Where's your money at, Hazy?
I'm going with the balls. They've been a strong side so far. There's the numbers. Faruqi, 2 for 17. Bravo in the last over, 2 for 22. Powell with ball in hand, about to bowl his only over. And Wasim bowled 1 for 5, so that was a good performance from Wasim Akram, picking up that wicket in the first ball that he bowled, actually, in his first outing in T10. There he is.
Well, I'm not sure why he's not bowling the last one then.
Well, he's just taking the pressure off him, I think. Here we go. Powell. Dot ball to start.
Well, the ideal start by the skipper. Well, Najibullah, the left-hander, trying to access that leg side. Well, he completely misses it, and the equation now is even tougher. 12 runs of just 5 deliveries.
If the Bulls get up and win this, it'll be the second lowest total successive defended in Abu Dhabi T10, so that'll be a nice little record for them. As they've been quite dominant so far. They've what have they done? They played 3 and they've won 3.
Well, that man has gone out from mid-on to deep mid-on now. A heavy leg side field for Najibullah. Powell is in.
Offside, hammered, lower the bats, and 6 runs. Oh, he's just looking to smack his head again, is he, Riley Rousseau? 6 runs off ball number 2. That's an interesting shot in this situation.
Well, Rousseau nearly keeps the ball in play. Have a look at this. Jumps up and doesn't quite manage to have the power behind his palm to knock the ball back into play. Unfortunately, it's 6 runs, and this time, well, the Army are 6 runs away again.
Straight up, this might be out. Oh no, they let it bounce, and they come back for another one. Good running, good desperate running. That is really good work. That should have been a wicket, and in the end they scrambled runs. 2. They need 4 off 3 now. Bravo was not the man who was going to catch that, I don't think. It was more like Rousseau, but he had to come in a long way. Bravo's got good hands.
Well, real lack of communication first between the two fielders. Keep looking at each other. Bravo cannot believe Rousseau hasn't gone for it. And then once the ball is thrown back in, the two batters
swipe that away on the onside. And that might be it. That is it. Wow, what a performance that is. That is an unbelievable performance. They have done so well. Sump Army are going to be ecstatic about this. An error, certainly, from Riley Rousseau. That's what that was the ball before. But they've got up now. Morrisville Sump Army. They've won by 4 wickets. They will now go to second spot. Brilliant performance, and it's the first time the Delhi Bulls have been defeated in the Abu Dhabi T10 Season 7. Sump Army will be ecstatic with this, Away Shah.
Certainly will. And thanks to Najibullah, who got that 25 of just 12 deliveries and, of course, hit the winning runs. It was I thought it was a tough ask to bowl the final over. However, Powell took the responsibility and has come up short. The Army has managed to get the 12 runs they required of the last over of just 4 deliveries as they romp home to victory. And mainly thanks to Najibullah and, of course, Duplessis, who weighed in with those 30 runs of just 17 deliveries.
Yeah, really good work. Really good work for Morrisville Sump Army. And I guess one of the important things here is that one of their guys finished strongly. He had to win the game, and it was Najibullah. So nice work from him to get them home. And if we just look at the bowling numbers, all of them are fairly good. Just the one on over for Wazam Akram, 1 for 5, and 1 over for the captain, who went for 12 off those 4 balls. Should have picked up a wicket. Farooqi was good again, really good, 2 for 17, and 1 for 20 for Naveen Huck, and 2 for 22 for DJ Bravo. Could have been a hat-trick for DJ. He would swallow that sort of catch normally. But if you look at the match summary, just one of the important things about this is the Delhi Bulls got off to a good start and they didn't capitalise. They missed out on 15 to 20 runs. That's the bottom line of this game as far as I'm concerned. 95 for 8, Vince was the top scorer, Ashar 3 for 14, Holder 3 for 15, and Sump Army in reply pepped him with 2 balls to spare. Duplessis the top scorer, Najibullah brilliant with his 25 off 12, Farooqi a couple and Bravo a couple, and Sump Army win by 4 wickets and go to number 2 on the table. Brilliant.
Well, this is the winning moment. Najibullah gets the ball into the leg side. A bit of an effort there by Gleeson, however, it was James Vince. Unfortunately for the Bulls, they have come second best in this contest between the two teams. A wry smile by the skipper. However, I thought he should have asked Mr. Akram to bowl the last over. Well, that's the table now. Hazy, take us through it.
Yeah, there's the move. The Bulls are still top, of course, because of their brilliant net run rate, most importantly. And the Sump Army from Morrisville are 6 points have joined them. So that's great stuff. And then the Gladiators, number 4. New York Strikers also 4. There's a log jam in the middle with Warriors and also the Braves on 4 points. And Bangla Tigers are up soon. Have only got 2 points. And Team Abu Dhabi haven't got a win yet. So they've played forward, haven't got a victory at all. But top 4 teams qualify. Teams are now thinking about this top 4, and they've got to make sure they get their net run rates right. It is wins first, then it goes to net run rate. So they're the 2 calculations if teams are level on points. Righto, break time. We'll be back shortly with the presentation.
Obviously, ideally, we get a few more runs and take our chances in the field. I think yesterday we didn't quite take our chances to give ourselves that sniff, but today is a different day.
It is a different day, different pitch. Looks a little drier. Your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it does look a little dry. I mean, obviously slow balls can come into play and you've got to keep it mixing up. I mean, this game's pretty brutal at times, so yeah, you've got to keep them guessing.
Now then, Benny Howell, have you made any changes to the Tigers?
Yes, Christian comes in, Vishka, Fernando...
Christian goes out?
Goes out, sorry.
Yes,
he comes out and Vishka comes in.
Have a good one.
Thank you.
Take care. All right, thank you, Benny. I can tell you here, the Warriors win the toss, go up front, and they're going to shape a couple early with the ball.
Thank you, Danny. Righto, now here's what's happening for the rest of the day. Match number 15 is done. Samp Army got up against the Bulls, so that's a beauty. Match number 16 coming up next, of course, Warriors versus the Tigers. And then match number 17, the Deccan Gladiators against the Chennai Braves. That's going to be a little bit later as well. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to have the presentation.
Oh, here we go.